The telling of a stone, a boulder, and the dead rocks of Omaha. The year of our Lord, 1861, Sunday morning. Fire crackles in the hearth. I occupy my favorite armchair, upholstered in red velvet and tattered gold braid. Like the chair, I am worn and tattered. My years, long but mostly kind, almost all in the past anew. 81 years gone, a cup and a saucer, one of my dear wife's indulgences, steam rising from the hot tea she placed beside me. I check the maps and charts again, and, out of long habit, reach for my pipe. Green and brown maps, blue charts, white edges yellowed with age. I ponder memories of a Grandad McGregor stories passed down to him, down 3 generations preceding. A tale of treasure, whether lost or hidden is unknown. The secret protected by an unfortunate passing. Perched upon Grandad's knee, me child's eyes wide as the tale unfolds. Dark and dangerous adventures, gold and silver from an ancient mine. A year's work yielding more than one strong man can carry. The McGregor treasure known to the family as the dead rocks of Omaha, though I know not why. Me match flatters, sulphur hangs in the air but a moment. Flame to bowl, stem to lip, the first deep release filling the room with me faithful companion. The aroma rich and deep floats in the air. Me wife objects, but tolerates me habits. Me wife Kate, Catherine of course, but she insists we'll call her Kate. Years ago, me beautiful Kate gave me a son, now a man. Well, 49 years me junior, a true blessing upon that younger man with my face. Me son, will all too soon a fine strong lad. Who would have known that a rosy-cheeked cherub would grow into such a sturdy young man? The fresh air of the new world and the hard work on the land. It builds strong men, strong nations. I'll not deny his mother her credit. She's a hard-working lass herself, as much grit as any man, me bonny Kate. I've been blessed, me friends, blessed indeed. I check the maps again. A perpetual struggle to decipher the rhymes of the lines, but I have a certitude that numbers drawn from the past will beget a map of the future. I am now beginning my 9th decade. I sometimes think of what it all came to pass. Where did I put my pipe? 1789 it was. Long ago, as a young man, I fished the cold waters of the North Sea. First aboard in late spring of my 18th year, drawn from the bosom of the Scottish Highlands, the North Sea would become me new home. Though the years of me life only begun, time upon these cold waters would add 7 and 20 more. The sea, a good life for a young man. Toil I minded not at all, but I dreamed of the Americas, the new world filled with promise and adventure. But for now, I am with me uncle Pelham McGregor, captain of a sturdy trawler, pulling fish-heavy nets from the dark waters. I recall the 2 portals of the trawler's tiny wheelhouse. 2 only. The clear portal aft, a fading peak at the past, that far horizon, a faint line, glassy seas below, squawking birds above. But it be the bow portal that tugs upon my attention. This portal, a ship's window on the future, and our hopeful destination, remains obscure. Neither shuttered nor draped, my window on the future remains unyielding. No hint of what lies ahead, only the recent past upon which to draw. Now, well on our way into deeper waters, I pull the charts from beneath the table, plot and calculate, and like the ancient mariners, carefully laying our destination's route. But I was careless. An unsecured roll fell to the deck at my feet, weathered, odd-looking, too many greens and browns. A map. I pored over the map for many days and nights. I studied it, digested its lines and colors, but it was not a land I knew. A curious map with a curious inscription. Uncle Pelham says the words are Old Gaelic and translate as, "Here buried the dead rocks of Omaha." I knew these words and what they meant. Treasure. My thoughts returned to the armchair, cup at my side, pipe within reach. I once again contemplated the charts and maps, a struggle to glimpse a future drawn from the past. The mapped land seems familiar, but the resemblance escapes me grasp. Sadly, I can no longer trust my memory. The deceptive flatteries too often occupy the space belonging to more accurate recollections. Still weary despite my night's rest, I slumber in my chair, only to be overtaken by an old memory. Or is it a dream or imagining? May you be the judge. Paddle dips the water, canoe glides forward, its bow laden with worn canvas packs and heavy bundles of hides. The canoe surges, a river bend approaches. It is 1826, the Americas, northwestern Arkansas. The buffalo flows briskly here in the late spring, water crisp and fresh. Dip of the paddle, the canoe glides through the waters, quickly approaching the bend in the river, the one that now has my rapt attention. A light breeze rustles the leaves, triggering a memory of the river ahead. A memory of a river I have traveled not before. I have no recollection of this place, and yet a memory is upon me, something akin to deja vu, but more remembrance than vision. A boulder ahead, clearly seen but out of view, a boulder the size of a wee building, but round, pale grey and sandstone coloured. A limestone boulder resting in the river, half submerged in the parting waters. I know it is there. My mind's eye gazes upon it. I speak the words of the boulder, though no one is there to hear. Perhaps I mean to speak to the boulder, some hint of my awareness of its future presence. Don't startle it. Let it know that a bonny traveller begs to pass through the rushing waters. Paddle dips, pulse quickens, and then it is there, just as I knew it would be. I approach, it beckons, pulls me, rather pulls upon the laden canoe. I mean to miss it, but it's irresistible. I'm too close. Drowning, ankle wedged in a submerged three-limb. Dear Lord, not like this. Not when I'm so close. Fingers frantically search the river's bottom. Trapped, desperate, long spurning. A stone! Large and coarse, not like a river-tumbled rock at all. It feels my hand and strikes the branch again and again and again. Awake now, heart pounding from the memory. Not good for an old man. No, not good at all. I calm myself, safely backing me home, pressed into the armchair. Tea now tepid, me pipe gone cold, and the fresh dream vivid as a memory. I reach for the wooden matchstick. It scratches across the stone. Yes, that stone, me saviour, an esteemed friend, a relic from a distant meandering past. And in that moment, I perceived the future clear, a future so jealously guarded by that damnable, vacuous portal of my youth. Suddenly the future lay bare before me, just as clearly as the river revealed the boulder so many years past. I know this future to be true. I know as clearly as I knew the boulder awaited me. At last, I possess the secret place where the dead rocks of Omaha slumber. Fate's cruel joke? Or a reward in me waning days? Somehow fitting that an old man who enjoyed the fullness of time is teased with riches he no longer requires. Excited and melancholy, I reach for the stone again. Another wooden matchstick reignites the neglected pipe. The insight, strong as any cherished memory, remains. I set the pipe aside to scratch a few notes and to mark a letter upon the map beside me. Right there. X. X marks the spot. The dead rocks await. Perhaps my son will accompany me on this final journey. Epilogue 1876. He visits me still. My son will. The flowers he brings are a kindness, but I prefer the words he speaks. It is the spring, and the birds are back once again. He looks well, affluent, and happy. I've watched his children growing up. 2 boys and a girl. A blessing. Once again he thanks me for the legacy. Not always in spoken words, but I know. Nothing surprises me now, for you see, I still see the future. Thank you for joining me for the story. The Telling of a Stone, a Boulder, and the Dead Rocks of Omaha. In memory of William Ian McGregor. Born April 5th, 1780, died December 4th, 1874. Survived by his wife Catherine and son William Jr. This story is a work of fiction. Similarities to persons past or present is purely coincidental. No precious metals were harmed in the creation of this story. This work is the property of Hannibalcoinshop, recorded Tuesday, July 15th, 2024.